So Lord Chaitanya gave us clear guidelines, chant and preach. So, and then there was a devotee called Vasudeva Vipra. He was very ugly. His whole body was full of pus. He was very diseased. So, Lord Chaitanya embraced him and he became very handsome. And then he said, previously nobody would come near me, but now by your mercy, I've become so handsome. How do I remain humble? And the Lord said, chant Hare Krishna and preach the glories of Hare Krishna. Then Lord Chaitanya came to Udupi and he had a dialogue with the followers of Madhvacharya. So the Madhvacharya followers and we have many things in common. Madhvacharya established that the Supreme is a person. Madhvacharya appeared after Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya preached Vaidism and Madhvacharya preached Vaishnavism. See that picture of Madhvacharya? What does the two symbolize? Paramatma and Jivatma. So, Madhvacharya established Krishna is the Supreme. And this is what the Vaishnavas say. And in the Bhagavatam, in the Brahma Samhita, it is said, Ishvara Parma Sachidananda Vigraha. And Hare Radha Govinda. There are many controllers, Ishvara. There is only one Supreme Controller. And Jiva. We the living entity, what is our position? We become one with God? No. I want to become God. Where do I go? Okay. Our position is, we are the eternal servitors of the Lord. A devotee never aspires, oh, I may become one with the Lord. He is happy to be the servant of the Lord. And Lord, wherever He sends him, he is happy. So, Madhvacharya established a path of personalism and he established that Krishna is supreme and Jivatma is always subordinate to the Supreme Lord. Madhvacharya, as you know, was a very powerful devotee. When he was only 4 or 5, he became a Brahmin. And at the age of 12, what did he do? Take sannyas. His parents were crying when they heard he wants to take sannyas. And the mother said, how will we live without you? Madhvacharya wanted blessings from his parents so he could take sannyas. And the parents were upset that the young boy is taking sannyas. So Madhvacharya's parents had another son born, and then he took care of the parents, and Madhvacharya took sannyas. Once Madhvacharya's father had borrowed some money to buy a bullock cart, and the money was owed to this man for some time. Madhvacharya's father couldn't pay. So this man said, now I'm not going to leave your house till you pay me. He came and sat down at the door. So if your guest doesn't eat, then the host doesn't eat also. Etiquette. So Madhvacharya's son Vasudeva. Vasudeva was Madhvacharya's name at birth. He told his father, why don't you eat? The father said, how can I eat? I owe this man money, he's come to my house, and if I don't pay him the money, he won't go. So Madhvacharya said, okay. So he took the businessman behind the building, and what did he give him? Tamarind seeds. And the tamarind seeds became gold. Oh, that was... So we have so many wonderful pastimes. Lord Chaitanya summarized the vast instructions he gave to Sanatan Goswami into 5 main points. The first point was, what was the first point? Who knows? Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha is very important if you want to pursue spiritual life. Sadhu means a saintly person. We in India consider anyone with saffron clothes, oh, he must be Sadhu Mahatma. The Sadhu Mahatma is one who lives by the scriptures, gives example of the scriptures, and who is engaged in chanting and hearing. That's a real sadhu. So Prabhupada established ISKCON in 1966. The first ISKCON temple opened in New York. And Prabhupada started this Sunday Love Feast. So on Sunday, Prabhupada knew a day would come and most of our devotees would be living at home and doing jobs. So Prabhupada introduced the Sunday Love Feast, where we have kirtan, lecture, and then prasad. So this Sunday Love Feast is a wonderful opportunity to associate. So we should all come there. So Sadhu Sangha. If you keep in Sadhu Sangha, then what will happen? You'll get the real message. And what's the real message? Hainam, 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 eva kevalam, kalavana seva eva gatinam. Parikshit Maharaj, being a Vaishnava of the highest caliber, was very concerned how people will be saved, how humanity can be saved. So Parikshit Maharaj inquired from Shukadeva Goswami, how can people be saved in Kaliyuga? And the Lord replied, Shukadeva Goswami said, Kale dosya nidirajan Astika Mahavana Kirtana Deva Krishna Sa Parambrita Kirtana Krishna Mukta Sangha Sa Parambrita Kale dosya nidirajan. This Kali Yuga is full of vices. See, in Kali Yuga, we get absorbed in so many activities but Krishna. All of you have smartphones. How many of you have a smartphone? How many of you have cell phones? And the rest of you don't have anything? I don't believe it. No. Smartphone कितना लोगों के पास है? See, you don't understand English. Ordinary phone कितने लोगों के पास है? Okay. So what are these smartphones doing? If you are a devotee, you put Prabhupada books there and have darshan of the DD pictures. But if you are not a devotee, what do? Play games. I recently read in India, people spend more time on games than anywhere else in the world. And now families are staying together, but they don't even talk to each other. What do? Keep playing with the phone. Husband is there, wife is there, the children are there. They're all in one room, but everyone is a stranger. Well, they're all busy playing. When I fly on the plane, very often I go and watch what everyone is doing. And 90% either sleeping or watching some movie playing games and all that. So now, it becomes so easy to forget the Lord. This Kaliyuga is an ocean of vice. But there is one benediction in the sage. What is that? Chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had predicted the holy name would be chanted in every town and village of the world, especially in Udupi. So you all have a big responsibility. Take the holy name to every corner of Udupi. So this chanting the holy name is our most important activity. Chanting the holy name is beneficial in any situation, whether you chant offensively or without offensive. But it's most beneficial when you chant attentively. So this chanting the holy name is the most important work. And then read the Bhagavatam. Prabhupada's books are now available in every language. All the Prabhupada books are available in Canada. So read that. Read the Bhagavad Gita. If we read these books, Krishna is very pleased. Krishna sees. Here is someone trying to understand me. So let me give him the Shakti by which he can understand me. How many of you have a copy of Bhagavad Gita as it is? Bhagavad Gita का कॉपी किन के पास है? सबके पास. Next question. How many of you read Bhagavad Gita every day? Not bad. But everyone should be reading. How many of you have at least the first canto in Kannada language? Bhagavatam घर में किसके पास है? और कितने लोग रोज पढ़ते हो? So now we should make it a point that we read the Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita. Gita summarizes the vast Vedic literature. Bhagavatam gives us the highest philosophy. Vyasadeva had compiled vast Vedic literature. He was still feeling something lacking in my effort. And then Narada Muni, his guru, said, you have not exclusively glorified the Supreme Law. Then he gave us the Srimad Bhagavatam. So Lord Chaitanya said, Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavatam, Gita reading. What is the next one? Worship the Lord with faith and reverence. Bhagavan ka upasana karo, Shraddha se. So Lord is so kind. He manifests himself in various ways. One of them is Acha Vigraha, form of the Lord that appears like a deity. In the city of Udupi, we have the famous deity of Udupi Krishna. Madhvacharya was on the banks of the river, ocean, doing a japa. Madhvacharya was also a very great poet and writer. He was doing a japa and a heavy storm was coming. Madhvacharya saw a ship who got stuck. He took out his chadar and told the boatman how to come. So the boatman came out of the boatman followed the direction and he came to the shore. He was carrying with him expensive goods. The boatman said, I would like to give you a gift, but you are a sannyasi. You may not like anything that I have. So Madhvacharya said, oh, you're coming from Dwarka, huh? You must be having some chandan, gopi chandan. Because Dwarka is full of gopi chandan. And the boatman said, yes, to balance the boat, I took a big lump of gopi chandan and kept it on one side of the boat, so the boat would be even. I can give you the Gopi Chandan. The Gopi Chandan was so heavy that 30 people could not carry it. MyAshray. 1 minute! He carried it. And as he was carrying that big Chandan, what happened? It broke. And out came Krishna holding a stick. So Lord is inconceivable, achintya. He appears in various forms. And we should know this form is not different from the Lord. You have Jagannath Murti in your temple. Somebody says, oh, you know, lakdi ka hai. It is just a wooden statue. That's offensive. Because here is God manifesting Himself in the Asha Vigraha form. So worship the deity with faith and reverence. And the last point was, live in a dham. I think you're already living in a dham. Udupi is also a dham. So follow these 5 guidelines and be determined to make spiritual progress. Udupi is a historical town. It's a very nice city. Looks like any other big city. And Lord Chaitanya came to the city. We should take the Krishna consciousness seriously and preach and do Harinam. You'll do Harinams. And now you all have completed part 1 of your project. Now you have to do part 2. Only phase 1. So how many of you feel, कितने लोगों को लगता है phase 2 भी होना चाहिए, मंदिर बनना चाहिए? आप चाहते हैं इधर मंदिर बने? Yes, then raise your hand. Raise your hand. When Krishna sees the devotees are very desirous of pleasing me, what is the temple? Residence of the Lord. In material society, the moment somebody makes money, he wants to build a house. Roti kapra makan. So, devotee desires to make a temple for the Lord. So, that's your plan for Udupi. It's a very good plan. All of you should help. आप सबको मदद करना चाहिए. इधर जल्द से जल्द अच्छा मंदिर बन जाए. अभी जो मंदिर है, ये तो आपका गेस्ट हाउस बनेगा. तो कितने भक्तों का भाव है मंदिर बनना चाहिए? सबका भाव है. तो आप सब मेहनत करोगे मंदिर बनाने में? Nobody saying yes. मंदिर बनाने में मेहनत करोगे?
हरे कृष्णा बोलिए.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे.
हरे कृष्णा तो बोलते हो, अभी आपको बोलना चाहिए हम मंदिर बनाने में मदद करेंगे. तो मंदिर बनाने में कौन कौन मदद करेगा?
हम करेंगे.
Hare Krishna. Any question? कोई प्रश्न है? Any questions? Yeah.
Here, morning we had a Bhagavatam class. We spoke about culture of knowledge. Then what Sripad Madhvacharya brought the knowledge and Lord Chaitanya's what he professed and what he preached. Somewhere there's a meeting point, Maharaj, because here Madhvas are all Tattvavadis. They emphasize so much on philosophy. And we have here...
When Lord Chaitanya met Madhvacharya, when he met the Tattvadarshi, he emphasized chanting the holy name. That's in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So what's your question?
Question is, we emphasize on holy name, and the locals here are more into tattvas. So they say usually, Hare Krishna is for common person. You want to be Vaishnava, then sit down and read Shastras.
It's unfortunate, we don't agree with that. Harinam is most important, and read Shastras also. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that the Tattvadarshis were all converted to the chanting. The other day, the head Mahant, who is the head now? So we had a program, and our devotees were doing kirtan. He liked it very much. Only thing is, they were chanting the Mahamantra, starting with Hare Ram, we do it with Hare Krishna. Anyway, people sometimes think chanting Hare Krishna is too simple. We want some heavy siddhant, some pastime from Radha Kund. But our philosophy is just focus on the basics. और प्रश्न पूछिए।
इन्यार्गेने प्रश्न इते महाराज तो केळಬಹುದು।
Mahaprabhu revealed his Radha Krishna form. We have that picture in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He showed him as Radha and Krishna. That was only one time. And of course, in that Mahaprakash, also his form as a Vishnu was displayed. But other than that, for example, when he came to Srirangam or when he came to Udupi, if Mahaprabhu had given an opportunity for people to see him as original personality of Godhead.
Yeah.
If Mahaprabhu had given an opportunity in the South Indian tour, of course we have two examples showing us Radha and Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya, and then Mahaprakash Leela also. But in South India, the understanding is as original personality is missing. Mahaprabhu is not different from Krishna, his original personality. Neither in Srirangam nor Srirangam stayed for 4 months in Srirangam. And of course, I don't know how many days he stayed in Udupi.
But the point is, in Prabhupada says, now that Lord Chaitanya did not reveal his real mission, but when he came to South India, he revealed his real mission, which was to get people to chant. Why he didn't display Radha Krishna? I don't think that Lord Chaitanya wanted to serve. He presented himself as a servant of the Lord, not as a Supreme Lord. He did it on few occasions, reveal his transcendental form, but he was serving the Lord as a... When people would say, "Are you God?" "No, Bhagwan nahi hai." He say. He presented himself as a devotee. Or quite questions?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I want to know that like we are under 3 modes of material nature. So can we use the modes in the service of Krishna? And how it is? How to use?
The best is to go beyond the 3 modes and come to pure goodness. As long as you are under the modes, goodness is better than passion, passion is better than ignorance. Better than all 3 is pure goodness. Lord Chaitanya preached humility, Nanda Pisunichena. But when he saw And Nityananda was attacked by Madai. He ran with the Sudarshan Chakra. He got angry. So, Lord Chaitanya showed us how you can use anger. We saw Prabhupada sometimes get angry when he eats something silly. Are we going to have a feast? So, yeah.
The Prabhupada books are translated into other languages by devotees. But this now, telling about the Gauranga Maharaj.
Pardon?
Prabhupada books are translated to other languages by the devotees of the followers of Prabhupada. But in Karnataka, it's translated by professionals. Is that any difference? Is there any solution for it?
To be honest, Prabhupada books in many languages have been translated by professional translators. The final editing is always done by a devotee. The devotee reads it, makes sure it's exactly what Prabhupada wants. Every book that I know, the final editing is done by a devotee. In some languages, we don't have very skilled translators. Then we have to use outsiders. Even in that situation, final editing is done by a devotee.
Maharaj, I have a question. How do we avoid offenses in chanting Mass? What can we...
Bhav janma kare yadi shravana kirtana tamudan paya Krishna pade himadana. One can go on chanting all life to life. If one commits offenses, do not do the law of God. So we recite the 10 offenses every day, just to remind us that we should be careful. And the offenses don't spare anyone. Doesn't matter whether you're a senior devotee or junior devotee. So how do you avoid? By being careful, attentive, the morning to enjoy, avoid. Everything is possible if we desire and if we make an effort. So just make an effort and Krishna will help you. Any more? You spoke already?
Yes, I did. I'm just listening to you.
Oh.
Huh?
It's an old devotee.
Now they asked me, for some reason, he knew me from Bhubaneswar, so he asked me to tell something about Gopal Krishna Maharaj. So that's why I spoke about that, only because he asked me. What I wanted to tell everyone was about your glorious service to Prabhupada here in India.
Oh, that's okay. That's not worth broadcasting.
When Gopal Krishna Goswami came, at that time, so many American devotees tried to be GBC, they failed.
Amen.
He was the only person that was successful.
Thank you very much.
He worked very hard to organize everything, and he helped us to understand how to work in India, because we didn't understand how to work in India. And although many of the Indian people were very, very nice to us, they were very welcoming, they were very encouraging, they were very embracing, there were some people who were unscrupulous, who tried to cheat us, who tried to take our money. And we didn't know what anything cost or what anything was supposed to be done or how it was supposed to be done. They would tell us, oh, it's going to take a long time, you have to pay more money. We didn't know. But he knew. He understood everything.
we didn't criticize Prabhupada because he's just being very kind.
And so because of that, Prabhupada put him in charge, and as soon as he came to be in charge, then we got permits, we got this, we got that, so many things got resolved very, very quickly because they knew, this man we can't cheat.
I agree.
Prabhupada empowered him to do the service.
I agree.
Surely Prabhupada was the architect, the builder of ISKCON in India, but he was mixing the cement and giving the bricks. So I always had a very good relationship with Gopal Krishna Goswami. I always liked him very much from the beginning. When he came to be the GBC, I was very happy. So he has done a great service for Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj.
So पायवनी एक ही निवेदन है, आप सब मिलकर मंदिर बनाने में सहयोग दो। घर घर जाओ, लोगों को बोलो हम मंदिर बना रहे हैं, आप भी जुड़िए। और आप लोग जाओगे, मांगोगे तो भगवान सहयोग देंगे। करोगे? मैं थोड़ी देर बाद उधर भी फिर आ रहा हूँ, फिर देखेंगे। हरे कृष्ण।